One question prevails over all concerning this weekend's UFC 272 main event. Can Jorge Masvidal both stop and then capitalise on Colby Covington's takedown attempts? Well, to get an idea of what Masvidal brings to the table, let's consult some of his previous fights. Let's start back in 2013 when Masvidal fought the then-emerging Rustam Khabilov. In this fight, his takedown defense is stellar, and additionally, the variety of takedowns Khabilov attempted give us a more complete picture of Masvidal's anti-wrestling game. Masvidal established this darting straight right early on in the fight, and Khabilov started level changing for the underhook off of this strike. In this sequence, Khabilov is almost perpendicular to Masvidal as he cinches up the body lock. Masvidal immediately turns into Khabilov, using his left underhook to drag Khabilov up his body, and after pushing his opponents back to the cage, he exits the clinch with a knee, showcasing his willingness to strike on the break. Here, Masvidal's famous flying knee allows Khabilov to get in on a single leg, but even when Khabilov is able to wrap up Masvidal's left leg with his own legs, Masvidal keeps the knee free and blocks Khabilov with his hands, before retracting his leg and then nailing a pair of knees as he escaped to the center. In Masvidal's first fight with welterweight champion Kamaru Usman, we got to see a lot of Masvidal's takedown defense in the clinch. Here, Masvidal steps in with the right hand, and Usman level changes to initiate the clinch. Immediately, Masvidal goes on the offense, getting double collar ties and throwing up a massive knee, before finishing with a big left hand off of the single collar tie. Against one of MMA's finest grapplers in Damian Maia, Masvidal showcased some great single leg defense. After Maia gets the mat return with the head inside single leg, Masvidal commits to a hard sprawl and a strong whizzer on the right side to force Maia into a less than ideal half guard pull. Whilst Maia did have success keeping Masvidal engaged in the grappling, Masvidal was able to continue building up his base and defending Maia's choke attempts. At the end of the first, Masvidal was even able to control Maia's right arm and then turn into the body triangle to conclude the round in top half guard, raining down blows. In the second, Masvidal's single leg defense remained sound. Here, Masvidal counters the single leg with a counter knee as he sprawls. Here, Masvidal goes right back to utilising the front headlock to defend the single leg, but he engages in the grappling long enough to allow Maia to attempt the same half-guard pull from the first round. In this instance, Masvidal was able to disengage from Maia despite the guard pull, using his whizzer again to give him leverage. So many of these sprawls end with Masvidal using the front headlock to keep his opponent at bay, so it's worth remembering that he's not completely useless from this position offensively in terms of the grappling as well. Here, Michael Chiesa has Masvidal's leg to prevent Masvidal from taking back. When he turns into Masvidal to properly threaten the takedown, Masvidal switches to the front headlock position, with his left arm extended deep under Chiesa's right armpit, setting up a Darce choke that forces Chiesa to tap with, officially, a second left in the round. Don't sleep on Masvidal in this position. Going back to Masvidal's old vlog, Tales from the Grind, you can watch some footage of Covington and him wrestling, and we see Covington working against the cage, looking for the single leg entry. You can see Colby's tenacity as he keeps chaining together shots. Here, Colby is staved off with the underhook, but keeps the ankle as Masvidal tries to escape, and that turns into a scramble before a double off of Colby's single leg allows Colby to finish the sequence on top. Masvidal's takedown defense nowadays seems as active and as savvy as it has ever been, so expect Colby to have to utilise this kind of tenacity all throughout the bout if he wants to keep Masvidal down. Easier said than done.